Hey! So today I wanted to tell you the story of my horrible hospital experience. Okay, so first of all, I'm not sick. The reason I've been to the hospital is because my mom's a doctor and she sometimes takes me to watch her perform operations. So anyways, as I am on a holiday right now, my mother suggested to take me and my friend, who is also my partner on my biotechnology project, to watch her perform operation. I thought it would be a great idea. I watched my mom perform operations before, it was very interesting and I thought my friend would enjoy that very much. So how could this go wrong? Well, for starters, I had to get up at 6 a.m, which is never a good thing. And for some reason, I couldn't fall asleep until 3 a.m. the night before, which is already a start of a horrible day. So I get up at 6:40 because I slept through my alarm clock, of course, and have like 5 minutes to get ready before my friend comes. I get up, put on my makeup very quickly, and naturally I don't have time to eat any breakfast, which is not so bad as I don't usually eat breakfast. So my friend comes, we go to the car, everything is fine, we drive to the hospital, we arrive at the hospital half an hour late because there was horrible traffic. My mom's angry, I'm tired, my friend's excited, everything is a-okay. We rush into the hospital and go to this section when you wake up after operations, get ready for operations, you know, the operations section of the hospital. And to be in this operation section, you have to be in those operation uniforms that you get from this big vending machine. So my mom gets a uniform for me, she gets a uniform for my friend, and she starts getting a uniform for herself when the vending machine stops working. So she spends the next half an hour trying to find a nurse that could give her a shirt for the operation room. Not so bad so far. She finds the uniform, we all get dressed and we go into the operation room to start the first operation. The person is already on the table asleep. My mom comes, takes a look at him, covers his whole face but his eye. She's an eye doctor, by the way. And as this was a strabismus operation, she starts turning his eye around and trying to find the muscle. And as she cuts into the muscle, there is not a lot of blood, but there was some blood. And suddenly the whole room started spinning around. I'm not usually this sensitive to blood, and I've actually watched her perform operations like this before and I was fine. I don't know what happened to me that day. Maybe it was because I didn't eat any breakfast and because of that my blood pressure dropped and I fell unconscious, which is not an unusual thing for me actually, as my blood pressure is usually very low. There I was on the floor of the operation room, sitting, shaking, waiting for my mom to complete the operation so she could give me some water or something. And then it was time for the doctor's break, which also meant getting some food, which I really needed at that point as I didn't have any breakfast and still felt like I'm going to faint at any moment. So as we're eating, this nice doctor approaches my mother. So he suggested us to go watch him perform a tonsil removal operation. Surprisingly enough, I was absolutely fine. It was a bit gross though, but it was nice. And he knew I wasn't really comfortable with blood, so when the operation was complete, he asked me how I felt. I said I was okay, and he said, well, if you're sensitive to blood, you sure shouldn't go into operating room number 4. And my friend was like, what's in operating room number 4? And he said, an open brain surgery. And of course, she dragged me there. It wasn't that bad either, although I almost threw up. Not because of the blood, because of the whole sensation of being in the same room with a person whose head is cut in half. A lovely mental image there for you. After we watched half of this operation, we went back to the room where my mom was performing a surgery. She was already in the middle of the surgery, so we just kind of slithered beside her and started watching. This time I was smarter and I sat on a chair to begin with. Halfway through the operation, I feel something tickling my arm. I look down and I see one of my bra straps. As I have bras that have these straps with hooks on them, so you can change straps, I thought that the hook slipped out. And then I looked at it and I saw that the hook was broken. I don't know how I managed to break a metallic hook on my bra, but I did. Of course I was sad that my bra was broken, but the worst part was that I understood that I can't change bras. I'm in a hospital. So I spent the remaining 10 minutes of the operation trying to figure out a way to fix my bra. I figured out I could tie the strap to my bra. So when the operation ended, I approached my mother, I explained to her that my bra was broken and I had to tie it with something. A lovely nurse gave me this rope, kind of looked like a shoelace or something, and I asked my friend to come with me to the bathroom so I could tie my bra together. So we went to this bathroom and I went into the same cubicle I used earlier that day, and after like 10 minutes my friend said if I was okay. I said I'm fine, I've just finished, I'm going out. I go to turn the key and the lock is stuck. I start panicking because these cubicles are not like school toilet cubicles, they are full-on rooms, but not like big toilet rooms. They're like a size of a table and no windows. I started freaking out, trying to use as much force as I could on this stupid lock, thinking this can't be real, things like this don't happen in real life, these things happen only in movies, I can't possibly be stuck in a freaking toilet booth. After 5 minutes of wrestling with the key, I finally snapped, started banging the door and yelled, "No far, call my mother!" Funnily enough, my mom wasn't surprised at all that I got stuck in a toilet cubicle. Because of course, if someone was to be the first person in the history of the hospital to get stuck in a toilet cubicle, of course it would be me. So my mom got this other doctor, whose name was Misha by the way, which really made me laugh when I found out. And together they kind of picked the lock and set me free. After this incident, the rest of the day was pretty chill actually, because when we got home I locked myself in my room so I couldn't hurt anyone or myself. Anyways, I hope you liked laughing at my misfortune. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed laughing at my misfortune and you would like to see more crazy stories like this, because I am a disaster and I'm sure more things like this would happen and already happened to me. Subscribe if you want to see more of me, even though I have no idea why you would, and I'll see you next month if I manage to stay out of toilet cubicles by then. Bye!